Good morning, everyone. This is Max Main, owner of Max Off Fitness, located 121 North Saginaw, downtown Pontiac. So I'm doing a video today. It's called What is Insulin? But before I start, keep in mind that I'm not a doctor. I'm a personal trainer, health and wellness coach, and I'm here just to share some information. Before you do anything that I recommend or say, consult with your doctor. Okay, so what is insulin? Insulin is a hormone that's made by the pancreas. And the pancreas is a gland that's located right below your left rib cage. So I guess a better question is, what is the purpose of insulin? Now, we have different functions, but the main purpose is to lower the blood sugar. And the insulin role, it allows glucose to get stored in the cells of the body. And glucose is energy. When we eat, our body break our food down and turn it into glucose so our body can use it as energy. And any extra glucose that does not get stored into the cells of the body gets stored as fat. So if you're overeating and you're eating too much sugar or too much carbohydrates, which quickly get turned into sugar, you have to realize that it's going to get turned into fat very quickly. So yes, insulin is a fat-making hormone. In fact, you can work out or do something that may produce a fat burning hormone, but as long as insulin is in the body, you would not be able to burn any fat. With that being said, you have some people, their body doesn't listen to insulin anymore. And what's going on is the cells of the body will make a call to the pancreas saying, we need you to release insulin. Now keep in mind, when you think about insulin, I want you to think about a key. Think about a doorman. You can't just eat food and it goes straight to the body. The body needs insulin to come with a key to open up the door of the cells so that it can absorb energy. Without insulin, the body would not absorb energy. It would not absorb the potassium, it would not absorb the amino acid, and it would not absorb the proper nutrients that your body needs to survive. So when the muscle cells send a signal to the pancreas to release more insulin and more insulin, that leads to high levels of insulin in the body. And that leads to high insulin levels in the body, and it also leads to high levels of blood sugar in the body because the body is not listening to the insulin to break it down into the muscle cells. And if it's high levels of blood sugar in the body and high levels of insulin, that leads to a big stomach, that leads to you being insulin resistant, that leads to you being diabetic. Some of the things that you have to avoid if you do not want to be insulin resistant, or if you are insulin resistant, you have to stop eating so much sugar. You have to stay away from food with MSG in it. Think about Chinese food. You ever realize how you can eat 12 pieces of big sweet and sour chicken with all that rice, and then for some strange reason you're very thirsty, and what's even more strange, you're hungry again, because MSG has a way of tricking the body, making it think that it have to eat more and eat more and eat more and eat more. So you want to stay away from any food that have MSG in it. Also, most people think, well, carbs have a bad rap. So when they say stay away from carbs, most nutritionists are saying stay away from the refined sugars, the processed foods, and the things like the high fructose corn syrups, But because people is trying their best to stay away from carbs completely, they feel that they can go on a very high protein diet. They feel that they can go to Popeyes or KFC and eat 9 chicken breasts. However, too much protein will get stored as fat, and also too much protein is bad for the liver. Also, stress. Stress is another fat storing or fat making hormone. So when you hear cortisol, I want you to think of stress. Alright, so try your best not to be so stressed out. Some of the things that we can do to try to control this problem is to eat potassium-rich foods. Especially eating a lot of leafy greens. Some of the things that I recommend, and you might want to consult with your doctor, is fasting. Now, every time we eat, our body produces insulin, right? So, if insulin is in the body body can't burn fat. So how about you go on a fast where there's no insulin in the body, but yeah, you're right, your body still needs energy to survive. So what your body would do is it would get its energy from the stored fat that you have already, and it would deplete some of the fat that you have. But if you constantly eating, like how they taught you how to eat 5 times a day, if you constantly producing insulin, then your body would never get a chance to burn off the stored fat that it already has. So what I like to do something called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is not a diet, it's a time eating window. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I do not eat my first meal until 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And I give myself 6 to 8 hours to consume all my meals. You may want to break it up in 2 meals, may want to break it up in 3, you may want to break it up in 1. I would suggest starting off at 3 till your body get used to it, then going to 2 meals, and then every once in a while eat 1 meal a day. Also, it's studies, and I got testimonials with people that drink apple cider vinegar before each meal. So what I suggest, instead of just getting a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and just putting it directly in the mouth, you could take a spoon or 2 of apple cider vinegar, maybe squeeze some lemon in a 16-ounce bottle, drink it, and then eat your meals. Because apple cider vinegar is known to help control the blood sugar. So what I want you to do is take this information, ask an expert, ask a doctor, share this video to them, ask them. Maybe they may correct some certain things. Maybe they know your body better than I do. Maybe they can say, hey, do this and do this, but you're not ready to fast yet. But however, at least you got some questions to ask. And that's all I wanted this video. That's why I made this video, for you to ask the right questions, and so that you can get the help that you need to lose weight, to feel better, and to keep going.